Good afternoon, everyone. I have done a paper on slum under flyover space, case study at Patna. In Patna is a basically metropolitan city in which I have noticed a slum under a flyover bridge, which is near to a railway station. So it was very interesting to see the slum because it is bridged with the other side with some bamboos and whatever forms of waste material they can collect. They have made a kind of bridging and connection to the other side of the road. So I find it very interesting because they are making use of all possible ways to make it in a sustainable way. So I've taken this area as my study. So slums, basically we know slums are often an informal settlement within cities which develops due to the urban population high, and settlements lack basic municipal services like water, sanitations, waste collection, storm drainage, street lighting, and etc. So many slums have been unsafe, serviced, and unrecognized for a long period, over 20 years in some cities. And this slum has been just notified under the municipality. As per the census of India in 2011, the definition of slum is like a compact area at least 300 population or above, with 60 to 70 households of poorly built, congested tenements in unhygienic environment, usually with inadequate infrastructure and lacking in proper sanitation and drinking water facilities. So, the slum upgradation project is something in which I integrate approach that aims to turn around downwards trend in that area. So, I have taken the case studies of some Mumbai flyovers, where the under flyover areas, under areas are developed into walkways and all. So it is quite interesting for me. So I took the same case studies. Why can't we develop the slum into a good aesthetic area for the Patna city? So uh, basically, the slum development approach and programs in India, we have like Slum Rehabilitation Authority and the Slum Act, Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation, Rajiv Rajiv Awas Yojana, and National Slum Development Program, JNNRUM, PMAY, etc. So the scope of this area is like an inside development for the settlement. So the scope of the study is the utilization of the bridge bottom in a sustainable way. Inside, tree development of slum will improve the acceptance in the community. A new phase of Patna Canal, which can now consider as a sewage line like Nala. So the limitation of this study was the GIS mapping, as we can't spot the dwellings under the bridge, and the site is predicted to have flood issue. Thus, I have to give the study for the 1 year, throughout a year. Hard to approach the community for the field survey and all, because uh, they doesn't promote it much. And these were my limitations in this study. So there are the photo on the right side. You can see the Patna Canal. This is the this Patna Canal is having a long bridge on the both either edge of the sides, and under that bridge the settlements are being established. On one side of the settlement, it is a railway track running through it, and the other side is it is a road network. So this slum was developed here due to the bridge development, road, etc., infrastructure development. The peoples who settled here before and who had migrated from Nalanda and all have settled here. over 20 years as per the survey. So while exploring uh, this Patna, many congested dwelling and settlement pattern I could see. And under this flyover space, there are threat of urban inability if squatter settles there. So research have been devised various means to utilize those space in urban greenery, parking space, informal vendors area, and several other uses. So here the image clearly shows the bamboo bridge used for crossing the canal and the barricade made by bamboos as to stoppage the floating waste to their houses. And they managed to collect this floating wastes, and wrap into the some kind of boat-like structure so that they can use as a transport material, and use of all possible materials for the dwelling units. They also managed to settle their cattle shed inside those areas, and they have managed to connect the water, electricity, etc. But the electricity they have been which has been provided, it is not provided by the government. And you can see the site which I have marked with a white white line. This is the area of my study. It is approximate 9 kilometer, and I have just pinned the TDR documents in which these 269 family names are mentioned. Each family consists of more than 20 members. So I have taken a stretch of 500 meters for my study, for my surveys and all. So all peoples have every document like Aadhaar card, voters ID, ration card, mobile phones, even fridge and other electronic equipments in their house. Electricity connection, they have electricity connection, but they doesn't have meter. And these are some photographs taken by me in which we can see water supply, like they have tank, and they have open classes which are taken on the weekends by the NGOs and some ASHA workers. The connectivity over the canal, we can see some connectivity over the canal is being made for across the two areas. So we have a better scope for doing this. The small vessels which are floating, which is made up of waste for the connectivity across the canal, and we can see the cattle shed here. So as per the survey data, um, so this is the survey data in which we can see that most of the population, 30 percentage are staying here in the slum for more than 20 years. Source of electricity, they have like government meters is none have been government given by the government or metered, and it can be said 60% is TOCA system, a theft system, electricity theft system, which is known in India. And roofing material, mostly it is asbestos, and 65% is asbestos and tarpaulin, etc. And we can see the family income majorly it is 12,000 to 15,000, and other mostly there will be 2 to 3 members in a family who have this income, and basically total they may get up to 15,000 per month. The flooring material is 10% it is pakka concrete, and some are like they are improving the settlements into a like they are moving into a permanent settlement. And 45% majorly it is a mud, flooring material is mud thatched, and some are like they used whatever material they get, that is other 10%, and 20% they use stone in a proper way, proper pattern. For the water sources, majorly they have hand pumps, and some use private water, that is they give money for the 5 liters can and all. They buy water, and for the rest they are like they may get water from pump or nearby places other than the canal area. And the fuel, 20% have gas stove and electric, even they have electricity heaters. 15% of the overall survey peoples, they have electricity heater, and they have majorly they are using vernacular chula. In which they used to buy this woods for from the outside. And as and I have just gone through the surveys, and I would like to propose that the space under the flyover can be recreated into an urban aesthetic area, recreation space with maximizing the economic use, because this Patna Canal is near to the near to the Diga Bridge. So the space with the low height can be dedicated to the parks and playing areas. The cultural theme and awareness can be replied on the slabs and floors, so it can be in a very good manner. The temporary structure can be made into wild old containers and all rail coaches, which can be sourced from the nearby areas. And the dwelling units are planned and placed near the level to cope up with the flood. The sealed electricity cables can be taken along the bridge structure, so it won't have any obstacles on the views. Both sides of the canal can be connected via bridges, and besides every column and platform alternatively for the common activities. So I have just put up a SketchUp view for the according to my proposal. Thank you. These are my references, and okay, thank you.